I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smart to the spot. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow. You just watch, I control. I take half, you not whole. Got your mind.
This is a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here on the chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing, now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding. Back up, 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 back up. Wait a minute, I was told it's no back up, got this all in my head, but I won't be a fake up. Y'all be tripping, living life in the streets. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a fake. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up.
It's a moment when I saw God, I'm saying why.
Teams now to best of 33, NBA Ticket 2020.
It's the Hawks to start out. Young outside. Lets it go from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack them in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting the jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Pass to Hunter. Second shot opportunity, and Herter gets it to go.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Herter, no good. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That shot off. We played just over a minute here in the first. Young, right side. The shot will not fall. Good D by Thompson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Hawks passing it around. Fast break, the Lakers. Johnson's got the ball. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Teague. That one falls.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And here are the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. From the low block. A shot by Johnson, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Here's Johnson after the basket by Atlanta. Good work defensively by Capella.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And here's Collins from outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Launches the three. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Herter, no good. Los Angeles trails by 13. And it's Scott with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy.
Nice dunk.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
1:44 left here in the first quarter. Dedmon with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Pass to Fernando. Here's Dedmon. Worthy defending. Launches it. Dedmon's shot is off. Los Angeles trails by 11. Fernando pulls it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Reddish's shot is good.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Worthy. It's Miller on the wing. It's stolen by Reddish.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Down low. Campbell. No good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Pass to Worthy. Wide open look. Second chance shot. That's tipped. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Reddish with the slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't. Just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And so it's John Collins making highlights for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Sam Perkins converts. As with every position, creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop is giving him the freedom. Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
The Hawks making a switch here. Pass to Fernando. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. In the corner, Collins with it. Knocks down the 3-ball. Collins has got 11.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Drew gets the bucket.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the middle. Young with the steal. To the inside. Fernando. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Worthy throws it down.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
And Young, here we go. But they recover it. Pass to Hunter. Here's Fernando. In the corner, Collins with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Collins has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense. Now, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
The kick out to Young. And stolen by Worthy. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles calls timeout. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the way.
And he sinks the second. Atlanta leading by 21. Here's the three. Devon's the rebound.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Nice dunk.
Timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
The Hawks leading by 17. From deep, Collins. Atlanta again missing. It's tipped. Back to Capella. Pass to Huerter. Lets the three fly. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Huerter's got his second bucket tonight.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Magic knocks it down. He shot 52% from the field in his years with the Lakers. And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Johnson with it, and guarded by Capella. The second effort. Magic burrowing his way inside again.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bembry.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue. And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And here's Collins from outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
And so it's Atlanta. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Miller will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 17.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Hunter, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 5 points now in the quarter. Drew lays it up off the glass. And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
And that one's good. Hunter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Goes back up. Campbell. Rejected by Young.
And you can tell he wants to improve on the defensive end. Young, great to see him come up with the rejection.
Perkins, big smooth, gets it to drop.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
It's stolen by Capella. Here's Worthy, and finished off by Worthy.
Hard not to be a fan of the way Worthy plays. You see the quickness and agility there on the drive.
Here's Hunter. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Worthy. 10 points for him. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Hawks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And the Lakers call time here. The Hawks leading by 14. Young with no one around. No good on the quick three. Pass to Johnson. No good. Shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Back to Green. And stolen by Dedmon. And here's Young from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 6. This, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curryland in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. They retain possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And there it is for him. Carter's got his first points in this one.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And the Lakers with another miss.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
But he gets it back. The Hawks working the ball around. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Johnson right side. Here's Divac. And finally they hit one. Divac has got 4 points this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Stolen by Thompson. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Johnson, good.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Dedmon's shot is off. Los Angeles trails by 15. Johnson down low. Count it, good. Johnson's got 16.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Hawks leading by 13. Pass to Bembry. In the corner. Herter with it. Capella with it. From deep 3-point range. Shot by Collins, no good. Here's Worthy. A huge dunk by Worthy.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And here is Capella. Pass to Teague. Now here's Collins. And stolen by Worthy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And both free throws good for Worthy.
Let's get into the second of the game. Let's go. Come back, kids.
Outside Collins. No good on the 3. Los Angeles trails by 9. Here's Worthy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And both free throws good for Worthy.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half.
We're going to get to 7 points. Amazing. It's crazy. It's got to be like 53.
That's now 9 points for DeAndre Hunter.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Kicks it out to Collins. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
It's stolen by Capella.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap. With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Los Angeles trails by 13. Pass to Worthy. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Count the basket.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Timeout called the Lakers. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
What the hell? 4 quarters.
That what was crazy. Yeah, see, I could have beat this nigga. I could have beat him. See? Instead of being salty or whatever, take that lesson to the next game. Eliminate that crazy first quarter and replicate what I did for the rest of the game. This is a long game. And he made all those threes. I made a ton of turnovers. So, yeah, you got out to a huge lead. I cut the lead down, but then start turning over again.
But they cut the turnovers, exactly.
Yeah, so this is why we got to play this game. And this is what the tier 3, we got to make it. We got to put it in our, spin it in our favor now.
Yes, exactly. It's going to help us get better and stuff like getting less turnovers.
Correct.
And
So
all that.
They forcing us to play these games. Okay, cool. But we'll play them and, you know, make them worth our while by how we're approaching it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like doing stuff like getting less turnovers. Hold up! Are you kidding me? This is amazing. God, thank you for the blessing. Wow! Hey, we understand you in the cut. Hey, we gonna try to back up. I told you, I want to execute perfectly, like immediately. I said, I want to execute perfectly, like immediately. Yeah. We appreciate the blessings. We appreciate it tremendously. And I really love it too. And I really love it tremendously. With a ton of positivity too. With love, peace, and joy. And that's all I am. You know I love my girl, boy. Ah! Wow!
That was amazing. Thank God. That's why you stick with it, man.
That's why. I know so said. That's why Leonardo's never give up.
That's why we stick with it, man. This game is a long game.
Wow! You understand? You understand? You in the gut? Hey, we can want you to back up.
There's no way any of these fucking little ass fucking niggas. Yeah, that's not a center. None of these guys are centers. You should be able to do anything with Shaq.
If I do anything to mess this up, this is completely on me.
Do that.
This team does not have a center. They traded Capella.
And they traded to the team you just raced.
Exactly. So I'm gonna start calling 2-3. But
surveying the D.
If he's made too many threes,
Shoots the three.
and
that one is off.
In other words,
Sometimes it just
let's keep it going. Keep doing it.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Laser duck.
Harden way outside.
There's no other method that everything is like that. He was going to give it God keep doing it.
His skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
Pass to O'Neal. Rebounded by Tucker. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Harden for three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, it's a beautiful shot right there from Harden. He has the touch and quick release needed to torch defenses from outside.
Stolen by Tucker. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To stop the run, and the layup is up and in.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Harden outside, tipped away. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Clock at 4. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought,
wow, hammering it in.
Yeah, love seeing Brian just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to improve.
We're going to stay out the cut. We're going to try to back up. Hey, we're going to try to back up.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
And they pick up 2. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of
amazing dunks.
Right now
Corey Bryant and John, you can go about it. Perfect.
60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me? 60 points,
shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a misprint, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Here's Rivers. .157 left in the first quarter. Outside Gordon. Will it go? Drops in the tray.
Well, you really do have to D up Gordon from deep. I mean, he doesn't need much time to get a shot off.
Down low. Here's O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he's good on the second. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Carroll. Here's McLemore. Ball's knocked loose. O'Neal with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Ryder. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And Harper, hard to get around. A physical defender, he'll use that athleticism and reach to pester scores.
From deep, McLemore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that one is good. Shaq's got 5.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Fires from the wing. And that's an air ball. Not even close. In the corner, George with it. Grant outside. Shaq in the high post. And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it, it is a foregone conclusion.
And the layup is good. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Kobe throws it down.
Look
at him punish that rim. Carroll up top. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And buenos noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And that one's good by Kobe. Kobe's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Rivers. Lakers leading by 6. And Kobe, here we go. And Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is.
Nice 14 points for Kobe Bryant to the freaking first quarter.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet for
first in the half quarter, because second quarter now too. But yeah,
Fisher grabs the board.
The property now.
When the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as he gets.
Amazing done by Kobe Bryant.
Change the defense up or something?
I'll see.
Each little fast break point, little two, they just add up. So if I'm not turning the ball over and playing good defense, Kobe and D Wade, they just bounce like that.
Oh, nice!
Yes, indeed.
Super Snow's on Best 33. Today's April 30th, 2020, and we did amazing today, as we always do. Over and out.